morning and welcome to At Home with Roby. I'm Patrick McIsaac, president of Roby Electric, and along with Trent Haston, president and CEO of the Roby family of companies, we are your hosts. Be sure to connect with us on Facebook at Andrew Roby, Roby Electric, and Roby Realty. You can also check out our podcast on the WBT app and WBT.com. Trent, you're back.
I'm back. I'm back. I'll be back.
You are back. Last week we had Sean.
I think I am probably scientifically a quarter of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Are you talking about in size?
I'll be back.
So
that was, my favorite movies when I was a kid were the Arnold Schwarzenegger movies and the Rambo movies.
Okay.
Sylvester Stallone, the guys with tough accents.
So which quarter would you be?
I think I was a strong jaw guy.
Strong jaw. Okay, so
my favorite movie that I had, my first VHS, which was recorded, and I had written on it on a little white tab. Everybody remembers that. It's like Facebook. If you know what this is, you're a kid of the 80s, was Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and the kid in that movie was Alyssa Milano of Who's the Boss. So that was good times.
That's right.
My favorite stuff.
So how was the trip? You told me you drove, 15 hours the other day?
If we would have driven straight
through
it was 15 hours. We left at 10 in the morning after a wedding on our way back, and I think we arrived on Bright Road in Charlotte, Mecklenburg County, at 4 a.m. the next day.
Yeah, that's a long day.
But we were coming on into Indianapolis and saw a candy factory sign that my wife said makes the best gummy bears. And they sell them at TJ Maxx.
Harbro?
No, those are the mass-produced gummy bears. These are the best. I don't know what brand it was. I don't pay attention to the details. But we, keeping my reputation and trying to do what I remember as a kid and my fondest memories, I said, let's pull off. And we went and bought some candy. I ate a little sugar, worked on my cavities, and got to see a little bit of how candy's produced. So
that's pretty cool. Is it anything like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? Do they have small people running around making the candy?
No, they weren't. I'm not even going there.
You
can't talk about people's size anymore.
I talk about your size.
Let's talk about big jaws. You can talk about yourself.
Okay.
But we were up in Illinois, and something else cool we did on our trip was my kids love to go gem mining, so trying to do cool stuff. I Googled gem mines in Illinois, and I found out that along the Mississippi River, a place called Hamilton, Illinois, and Keokuk, I think Keokuk, Iowa, is like the best geode mining out of the bank of the river in the U.S.
Wow, that's cool.
So we went out to Jacob's Geode Mine, and all my kids found some geodes. If you don't know what a geode is, it is like a egg-shaped rock that generally is hollow and has crystals inside when you crack it open.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So pretty cool.
That is cool. What is it, amethyst? Is that the purple one that's inside there?
Yeah, I don't know if we found it. We've only cracked like 5 open, but we took half a bucket out of there.
Wow, how do you just hit it with a hammer?
Cost me a whopping $10. The sheetrock bucket that looked like it was from 1982 and had 3 cracks in it cost me $2, and I tipped Gary Jacobs $8. It cost me $20 to get out of there.
I'll tell you, for not being a detail guy, you remember a lot.
I remember a lot. I remember the transaction details.
Well, that's cool. No, I think that's pretty neat. I mean, this is the second time you've talked about doing that with your kids. I know there's a place in Boone. What's that place called in Boone?
We go to Doc Rocks.
Doc Rocks.
Is where we go.
I gotta get
so my next trip, someplace I used to go, if you don't know this is a good fact. If you're into collecting, my next trip to go to is take the kids up to Hidden Night, North Carolina, which is about an hour and a half, I guess, northwest. And it's literally, I think the pinnacle of emerald mining in the world. And they found over the last couple of decades, they keep topping themselves. I think these couple families own this land and they're mining it, and they find great emeralds, but they have rubies and sapphires and stuff up there as well. I went there a couple times as a kid.
Say the name of it again?
Hidden Night, North Carolina.
Huh. I mean, that's a great thing for obviously a parent with young children or a grandparent to take the kids. Good day trip.
Well, we pulled up. We GPSed is an hour and a half away. We pulled up to Jacobs, turned down a gravel road, went about 500 yards, and it looked like the biggest landfill ever. No offense, Mr. Jacobs. He likes to collect stuff, And we went in this little shack. My wife's like, oh, my gosh, what have you gotten us into? And this guy's sitting there watching Dukes of Hazzard in the middle of the junkiest shop I've ever seen. And I said, are you Mr. Jacobs? And he said, I'm Gary Jacobs. What can I do for you? And I said, I'm here to look for geodes. He says, go a half mile down that road right there. When you get to the creek, get out and walk and go about 200 yards, and you'll see a cliff and start geode mining. And he said, I charge you $20 for a bucket. You get less, I charge less. You get more, I charge more.
Seems fair to me.
I mean, they sell these geodes for like $50 a piece.
Wow.
At rock shops. I don't think we're rich.
I was about to say, we might need to go back up there.
It's like I just got 3 1987 top Smart McGuire rookie cards after he did steroids.
Not to be confused with the 1989 Ken Griffey Jr. card.
Well, he didn't do. That still kind of got some purity to it.
He's in the Hall of Fame now. I don't know if he made it in the last induction. That's great. I mean, obviously, you knew he was going to be in the Hall of Fame.
But I was impressed with the Jacobs family. This show today is going to be about Roby Realty and the real estate market and Charlotte's real estate market. Catch everybody, talk about the do's and don'ts, talk about myths. I was impressed that the Jacobs family, the generational family, they had some bean crop on that road down to the creek. They had some corn crop on that road down to the creek, and then they were mining. He's probably making some good money. We were there, and there was a family from Nebraska there. Same time.
Well, that's cool. I'm excited to talk about realty. Also, Panther football is back. Give me the cat sound. Just do it once.
They're 0-1.